Hello, I'm Leslie Bergstrom, Superintendent of the Oregon School District. As you all know, the 2021 school year brought us so many changes. It was a challenging path we made easier by navigating together, and with the well-being of our students as our North Star. To make the decision to retire after such a year must bring about strong emotions. This year you did your very best for our students, their families, and in a way that was challenging, exhausting, loving, and fulfilling. This year, and all you've accomplished for our students, was a wonderful way to close this chapter and begin a new one. It is with gratitude and friendship that we present this video to the class of 2021 retirees. Congratulations to each and every one of you. Hello, I'm Leslie Bergstrom, Superintendent of the Oregon School District, and now it is time to pay tribute to a very dear colleague, Chris Kluck, who has served as the Netherwood Knoll Principal for the last 6 years. Chris embodies all that educators and leaders hope to be. He is a person grounded in what he values, both professionally and personally. It is through the everyday, consistent, grounded expression of those values that he inspires all of us in so many ways. When considering the many ways Chris inspires those around him, I will highlight 3 specific points. First, I will highlight his clear philosophy regarding what education should aspire to be. Second, how he supports others in their growth as educators. And finally, how who he is and how he lives his life is a reminder to all of us as to what should be held closest to our hearts. I will start with Chris as an educator and leader. While Chris did not start his professional career in the field of education, it became clear to him that working with children was where he belonged. And while the OSD was not the first school district in which Chris served as a principal, when he interviewed, it was immediately clear to those of us fortunate enough to be on the interview committee that he was exactly what the children and staff of Netherwood Knoll Elementary needed. I think he was exactly what the administrative team needed too. From the beginning, Chris was quietly steadfast about the importance of a personalized learning experience rooted in experiential learning. He understands the value of play and the beauty of childhood. He listened to his staff. He is a gifted listener who worked alongside the staff, and together they strove to highlight what they knew was important to the development of young learners. He supported innovation. He supported his staff as learners themselves. He consistently inspires his administrative colleagues when he speaks about what education should be and what we can all aspire to. He can articulate what our students and systems need better than anyone I know. And what is even more impressive is that he does this in a quiet way that is never preachy, but always encouraging and supporting. This leads me to my second point. Chris is a mentor and supporter of others. In addition to the students and staff at Netherwood, he supported the professional growth of 3 very talented administrative interns, Dawn Goltz, Stephanie Snyder-Knudsen, and now Maria Rock. One of the best marks of a leader is the leadership one cultivates in others. And in this, as with other things, Chris excels. When HR Director Gina Jonan and I had a listening session with Netherwood Knoll staff on what they expected out of a new principal, the session quickly became a professional love letter to Chris. The staff shared appreciation of him as a leader, a colleague, and as a person. Gina and I remarked that we wish it was recorded because he deserves to hear that kind of praise. In addition to everything I've said already, when I think of Chris, the friend, the person, my mind immediately goes to Chris and his beloved wife Kelly, as well as to their son Andrew. While I never had the pleasure of meeting Andrew, he is as present in Chris's everyday life as he could possibly be. To illustrate this point, in a recent conversation stemming from a meeting inclusion activity, we were all asked to share an object that brought us joy and that we would take with us to a deserted island. And while many of us gave practical examples such as books, sports equipment, etc., Chris shared that he would bring a picture of Kelly and Andrew. When he said this, I smiled, as anyone who knows Chris could have predicted what he shared. As I stated earlier, Chris is an inspirational person. He spent his professional life doing good things for other people, children in particular. He did all of this in partnership with his equally lovely wife, Kelly. And together they raised a son about whom they are very proud. And now Chris and Kelly are retiring together and are ready to have many adventures, places to explore, challenges to be met. We are also fortunate that Chris and Kelly decided to move to the area 6 years ago and that they chose to make the OSD their professional home. Together, they enrich the lives of students, families, staff, and the administrative team. We are fortunate indeed. Congratulations, Chris and Kelly.
Kelly Kluck has touched the Oregon School District in the short 6 years she has been here. Spending the last 5 as a second grade teacher at Brooklyn, Mrs. Kluck has left a lasting impact on many students who have had the pleasure of learning in her nurturing and supportive classroom. Kelly has fostered strong relationships with students and colleagues that extend beyond the year. I think we all feel like we are not quite ready to lose Mrs. Kluck, but her kindness, humor, and joy of life will stay with us for years to come. I feel honored to have been able to work with Kelly as a fellow second grade teacher as well, and I always have appreciated her positivity and focus on student success. Kelly celebrates every person for who they are and what they bring, which has left an impact on me as an educator. Kelly, while we wish you the best in your next exciting adventure, one of my favorite memories was hearing about the newest restaurant I needed to try each Monday, and I hope even in retirement you can continue to pass those recommendations on to all of us. Best of luck.
BJ McMahon. Mr. McMahon, you're the businessman with 1,000 ideas. Your knowledge has been an asset to myself and to the school district. Your willingness to brainstorm ways to make us better, ways to help the school district, and ways to make our contractor model stronger have been extremely beneficial to us all. You were great at keeping me on my toes. It helped me become a better transportation director. Your attention to helping students and families throughout the years has been absolutely obvious. I hear all the time from students who have ridden your bus that you will always be one of their favorites. Parents too. I hope we still have BJ next year. My kids loved him. That feedback means everything to us, and it just solidifies why we all do this. You are a prime example of professionalism, dedication, safety, and willingness to help. Enjoy retirement. Enjoy your cabin and resort up north. Enjoy your family. You will be missed here at the Oregon School District. A sincere thank you from us all.
Joanne Rudolph, you have served our community for 13 years. During this time, I have seen you go above and beyond in your role as a literacy coach at Prairie View and Netherwood. You go out of your way to greet students at the door while always having a book to model your love of reading. You are always willing to help out anywhere. You serve our learners individually when schedules are tight and we are unable to fit everyone in, or when we have a learner that just needs to build a relationship and can benefit from some extra one-on-one reading time. Outside of the school day, you always participate in our community events and help coordinate these events as well. You are an invaluable resource for our new educators as they begin their career or transition to Oregon. You provide sage advice or just a shoulder to lean on. Enjoy your well-deserved retirement. Don't forget to take time to smell the flowers.
Hi Sue, thank you for your dedication to the food service department over the past 14 years. I enjoyed seeing the beautiful displays that you created for the sub and salad bar line. It was also very refreshing to see how much pride you took in your work to make sure that we were serving top quality food to our students. We appreciated your caring personality as well as the many fun stories that you shared with us. Have fun with your retirement.
Margot Vandazandy has been with the district for 17 years, primarily teaching 4th grade at Brooklyn. She has built many strong and lasting relationships with her students and their families over the years. In a job interview just last week, a Brooklyn alum was recalling one of her favorite years in school with Mrs. Vandazandy as her teacher. Margot creates a warm and welcoming classroom environment from the moment anyone steps in, and she models lifelong learning for her students. She has always been reflective and considers how to make her lessons and classroom more impactful, inclusive, and engaging for kids. Her energy and positivity flow through the building as well. One of my favorite memories as a new educator at Brooklyn was when Margot started a school step counter as part of our effort to win Driven to Better Health with Donald Driver. Margot, in collaboration with her students, worked to keep track of the steps of all staff and students as we showcase the green and healthy efforts of our school and posted updates on the bulletin board outside of my classroom. This is just one glimpse of how Margot contributed to the strong community of Brooklyn. Margot, we will miss your eagerness to jump in and join in the fun in ways that leave lasting memories for kids, but we can't wait to hear of your new fun in retirement.
Hello, Brad. On behalf of the Netherwood Knoll community, I am more than happy to express our collective appreciation for the 18 years of support you provided to students and staff at Netherwood Knoll Elementary. In so many ways, you were a go-to person. It may have been to supervise recess, and by that I mean specifically a football game, to support a student in crisis, to fix a technology problem, to help students with their projects, to prepare and facilitate our online assessments, to share the happiness or disappointment, depending on how the Packers did the day before, or to be a listener for someone who needed a friend. It looks like your earlier start to retirement than mine is going at a relaxed pace, as I have occasionally seen you walking about the neighborhood. We all hope this retirement phase is going well, treating you the way it should, and that your only worry is if Aaron Rodgers will play again for the Packers this fall. We all want to express our gratitude for the difference you made at Netherwood Knoll Elementary and wish you the very best in retirement. Thanks, Brad, and I hope all is well.
Hi, Julie. Thank you for your 20 years of service in our department. You are a wonderful asset to our team with your creativity and wealth of knowledge. I appreciate your love for cooking and baking and will miss the delicious recipes that you shared with us. You were a strong leader of the high school kitchen and were also one of very few who can say that they worked in nearly every kitchen in our district. We were very lucky to have you on our team. Have fun with this next chapter of your life and enjoy spending more time with your family. We will miss you.
Jolene Elsing has been a calm and smiling presence for the students and staff of Brooklyn for 21 years. Working as a special education paraprofessional, Mrs. Elsing always took time to build strong and lasting relationships with her students that went beyond their time at Brooklyn. She was always willing to try new things and support students in accomplishing their greatest challenge, cheering them on and building their own confidence. My favorite memory of Jolene were the jokes she would put up in the hallways for students and staff to enjoy. Themed for each month, she would have student helpers join her in posting the jokes. Jolene, we appreciate all you have done to support and bring joy to the students and staff of Brooklyn. And while we will miss you tremendously, we can't wait to hear about retirement. Rainelle Klonzinski has touched the lives of many students throughout the district for the past 21 years as a special education teacher. Having taught in many of the schools in the district, she has left a mark on each place she has been. Rainelle's warm heart is always looking for ways to maximize the opportunities of her students and help them find the greatest levels of success. She cares deeply about each of her students and finds ways to incorporate their passions and interests into their learning. One of my favorite memories of Rainelle are the many moments when she would stop by to share a milestone, bright spot, or celebration for one of her students. The excitement on her face was contagious, and it was always a joy to hear about the great things happening in her classroom. Rainelle, we know you have many grandbaby snuggles to get in, but we sure will miss you and wish you the best in your retirement. Dawn Donner has been with us at Brooklyn for the last 22 years as a school counselor. The students and staff of Brooklyn will always remember Dawn by her kind heart, warm smile, and the famous Peace Bear who taught many lessons with her. We have appreciated her leadership on PBIS as she collaborated with staff to create a safe, inclusive, and fun environment where Brooklyn students and staff smile, laugh, and thrive. Dawn brings humor and spirit into all she does and has brought many years of positivity and laughter to the Brooklyn hallways. One thing I will always remember about Dawn was the full bookings over the lunch hour. Students would ask every day if Dawn was available for lunch, and more often than not, she got creative and made it happen. Dawn, you have left a special mark on the students and staff at Brooklyn, and while we will miss you, we wish you the best on your next adventure in retired life.
Hi Denise, I've really enjoyed working with you over the past few years. I appreciate your attention to detail and the compassion you have towards the students. I am always impressed by how many students you know by name and have built true connections with. You will be missed by both the staff and the students. Congrats on your 23 years of service with our district, and good luck with your next adventures.
Our good friend Connie Jensen has retired from the OHS library. Connie, your support and advocacy for students over the course of the years that you worked here are certainly missed. You've been a rock and a smiling face down there, and somebody that we can always trust anytime we have a need, a project, or we need support. You have always been somebody that we can approach and know that that job will get done and get done really well. We hope that you're enjoying your retirement and having a little cabin time. We know that you're always close by. Take care, Connie. Congratulations on your retirement. After 27 years of service at Oregon High School, Bruce Nelson is retiring. Bruce, you've been a fantastic anchor in our business ed department. You've been somebody that has always been willing to take a challenge. For years, you were a go-to in our personalized learning initiative. You stepped up when we needed somebody to teach AP Comp Sci principles, and you've been somebody that has personalized approaches to education for years and years for students. I appreciate your can-do attitude and your willingness just to go the extra mile to meet kids where they're at and to help them find their way through. You're kind and somebody that is going to be completely missed as a part of our staff here at Oregon High School. You're a link to the past and somebody that has just been, a solid member of our community. You've sent your own children through Oregon High School, and you've developed some strong relationships with your colleagues over the course of time. We know that you won't be far away, and we look forward to seeing you soon. Congratulations, my friend.
Dan Elmer. Mr. Elmer, on behalf of the Oregon School District and the rest of the bus contractor group, I would like to congratulate you on your retirement. You've served the district for over 25 years and driven many generations of families over those years. Your dedication, service, and commitment to the Oregon School District has not gone unnoticed. Thank you for being someone who I truly enjoyed working with. Thank you for being a safe and dedicated bus contractor who always cared about the students and families you transported. Thank you for all the laughs you have provided to us throughout the years. I have absolutely enjoyed listening to your stories, your jokes, and our conversations together. You will be missed, but we hope you enjoy camping with Barb and time spent with your family and grandkids. You have earned it, my friend.
Lynn Outhouse has kept Brooklyn operating and running smoothly for the last 29 years as the administrative assistant. From the budget to courtyard design to calming hugs, Lynn truly has done it all for Brooklyn. We have appreciated her eye for detail and providing consistency and perspective across many groups of teachers, students, and families. Lynn's deep love for Brooklyn ensures that it continues to sparkle and thrive through every decision and detail. I will miss having her historical knowledge to draw upon, as my favorite moments are when she shares stories from her time at Brooklyn as a student or recalls details from each remodeling and renovation project. Lynn, we may be a little lost without you for a few days, but we know you have left us a better place by being here so many years, and we wish you the best in retirement. Chris Radcliffe has been teaching reading intervention at Brooklyn for the last 30 years. Mrs. Radcliffe holds a special place in the hearts and minds of so many Brooklyn students over the years. Students have even been known to fight about who gets to read with Mrs. Radcliffe each day, and this just speaks and exemplifies her kind heart and positive presence that cheers any reader along to feel great pride and success in themselves as a reader. Chris always strived to find new resources that sparked interest, techniques that increased skill, but ultimately a general love of reading for each of her students. She modeled lifelong learning and reading as well. One of my favorite memories of Chris was seeing the student excitement when it was Mrs. Radcliffe's store day. Her students worked hard on their reading goals to be able to shop in Mrs. Radcliffe's room for an assortment of trinkets or books. As they shopped, she celebrated their reading accomplishments with them and built more excitement about reading for her students. Chris, we can't wait for you to start your next adventure, but we will miss you dearly. Best of luck in your retirement.
Doug DeBrew, I've been waiting for that knock on my door. We've tried to do this a couple of times over the last several years, and you haven't been able to sign on the bottom line on your retirement. And Doug, I'm not sure that knock is going to come this year, and it makes me sad. You have had 37 years of commitment at the highest levels to the Oregon School District as a teacher and as a coach. The students that you serve know and respect you as an adult that is 100% committed to their success. You have taught our students at the highest levels in our calc program and have also provided support for our most vulnerable and struggling math students, and you've done it with care and concern and compassion for kids over the course of time. You've made lifelong friendships with your colleagues here at Oregon High School, and you are somebody that is highly respected in our community as one of the staff members that is just synonymous with what Oregon High School is, a place where people go to school and work and grow up and grow into the people and the human beings that they are going to be. And Doug, you've been a big part on shaping the human beings that have left this high school as better and more prepared for the future in front of them. I'm still wondering when that knock on my door is going to come, but until then, Doug, congratulations. We really are proud to say that we are your colleagues and your friends, and we wish you well.
Jane Killerlane, over your 42 years at Prairie View, you have made a tremendous impact on many students, staff, and families. You have always made sure that our building supports the whole child. You have gone out of your way to support families throughout the years. You've dropped off supplies to families, listened when they needed an ear, and always made sure you communicated family needs with our school team. Your knowledge of our Oregon school community was always helpful, and I know many parents appreciated having a familiar face when they attended school events at Prairie View. Prairie View and I wish you the best of luck in retirement. You will be greatly missed by your Prairie View family.
Al and Judy Weidel, I would like to start off by saying you both have over 50 years of service to the Oregon School District. For those watching this video, take some time to let that sink in. 50 years. It is humbling to have worked with the both of you. Al, what can I say other than enjoy the walleye fishing, my friend. I would love to rig a pole and cast a line with you sometime up in Manitowish. Judy, enjoy that cabin with some much deserved time to yourself and to your family too. I have enjoyed working with you both. You both have made my job rewarding and easier. You will both be missed by each and every one of us here at the Oregon School District. You both have given your lives to the Oregon School District, so this short thank you and dedication will not serve either of you justice. But on behalf of all the students you have transported over 50 years, from all the families you have touched and driven to and from school, from all the staff you have worked with for over 50 years, I am honored to be the one to tell you, thank you. Words cannot express what you both have meant to this community and the school district. Enjoy retirement. If any two people have ever earned it, you both are at the top of that list.